.7 KUPL. This is Locals Only. I'm B-Dub, and I feel a little bit privileged to have Tom Guernsey in tonight. It's usually, people my age on this show that are in their early 20s. They're playing bar gigs, but you've got some experience. You might be able to give some advice to these youngsters that we normally have on the show.
Yeah, part of it might be try a different career if you want to make money.
How'd you end up in Portland?
Well, it's a pretty traditional story. I had been on the East Coast my entire life, and I had a career in music. I dropped out of college to follow my one-hit wonder in the 60s and followed that for a while, and then got into writing commercials for film and radio and television, things like that. Then I got back to playing again with the original band I was with in high school called the Reekers. And that's kind of what this film I'm going to tell you about later is about this band trying to get back together. It's reminiscent of Spinal Tap meets American Graffiti.
Oh, wow. Minus the Wolfman in the movie, obviously.
The
He's
Wolfman,
unable to make it for this one.
Well, actually, there is the equivalent. We've gotten some cameos from really cool people. Nils Lofgren of the E Street Band just did a cameo for the film. And a guy who's probably not too well known out here, his name is Barry Richards. He's really famous on the East Coast in the 60s, and he is very much the Wolfman. I mean, he does the very fast-talking, rhyming things and just never misses a word. And he's got a large cameo in the film. So, in a way, there is the Wolfman, or Wolfman Jr.
What's the name of the movie?
It's called The Girl from California.
Okay.
It's been a real interesting experience here in Portland. Portland has as I'm sure you know, a great music and art scene. Some of the rock and roll people I've met out here, like Lenny Rancher and Johnny Coons, they've been around since the 80s. But it's just amazing to me how accessible the scene is. You walk into a club and somebody will hand you a guitar. It's not that way back east.
I think you could argue to say Portland is different from the West Coast. We're kind of our own little bubble here.
Right. It is definitely a bubble and a nice one. Relative to the population out here, I can't for the life of me figure out why there's so many musicians in Portland. It just, it seems like they're on every corner. Well, they are.
Tom, thanks again, and enjoy 2012.
Thank you.
Hopefully we're still here after December 12th or whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah. The doomsday now.
All right, it's Locals Only, 98.7 KUPL.
I'm gonna rock.